We often label the desire to avoid hard work as laziness, but that instinct to find the absolute easiest path is actually a biological strategy for extreme energy conservation. Take Ryan, for example. He's a young farm boy whose only daily chore is to chase crop-eating birds away from his family's fields. The problem is, Ryan actively despises physical exertion. This schematic illustrates his workaround. Instead of running around the field all day, Ryan constructed a network of interconnected wooden poles and ropes. With a single pole from his spot under a tree, he can trigger movement across the entire perimeter, scaring off the birds while lying flat on his back. Ryan's system is a masterpiece of optimization, but it is entirely narrow. It solves the bird problem perfectly while requiring zero physical stamina or strength from the person operating it. That lack of physical conditioning becomes a liability when an external shock hits the farm. During a severe dry season, Ryan's father falls critically ill. The farm's survival now requires Ryan to perform high-exertion physical labor, specifically hauling heavy buckets of water by hand. His low-energy habits have left him completely unprepared for the demand. After a few weeks, the crops wither and die. Ryan's clever rope system cannot replace the brute force physical effort required to keep the soil wet during a drought. Sitting out under the night sky, Ryan feels utterly useless. A perfectly efficient system fails the moment the operator lacks the willpower to endure discomfort during a crisis. Cleverness needs a catalyst. That catalyst arrives the next morning in the form of a royal competition. The prize is a heavy chest of gold, a reason to act that finally outweighs his desire to stay still. Ryan enters, finding himself lined up at the edge of a massive lake for the first challenge, surrounded by highly fit, muscular competitors. When the race starts, the strong men immediately rely on brute force, diving in and swimming hard. Ryan stays on the shore. He gathers some broken branches and builds a small makeshift raft and a paddle. This graph charts his choice. The top line shows swimmers burning through a high-energy plateau. The bottom tracks Ryan's strategy. He trades an upfront burst of energy to build the raft, then drops to near-zero exertion, gliding across. Slowly but surely, Ryan paddles past the exhausted swimmers to qualify for the next round. When the stakes are high enough, the lazy brain shifts from avoiding work to calculating the highest possible return for the lowest physical cost. The final challenge tests this calculation to its limit. Each contestant must push a massive wooden block 1 kilometer down a dirt road to the finish line, using only one tool of their choice. The remaining competitors grab tools designed to assist with linear force, ropes to pull the block, or thick planks to use as basic levers. Ryan selects a small knife and spends a full hour sitting there, seemingly wasting time while his rivals pull ahead. This rendering shows the physics they fight. To move a square block, you must overcome massive red vector arrows representing bottom drag. By carving a sphere, Ryan alters the geometry, shrinking friction vectors until only a tiny point of contact remains. With the friction gone, Ryan effortlessly rolls his wooden ball down the road, catching up to and blowing right past the exhausted musclemen. By weaponizing his desire to avoid struggle, Ryan permanently eliminated the friction that exhausted his rivals. He reached the finish line first by outthinking the very physics of the task. The crowd is stunned as the boy from the village claims the chest of gold, securing his family's survival and proving his detractors wrong. The instinct to find the easiest path is a powerful intellectual asset when it is directed at a specific, difficult problem. However, this instinct remains dormant without a spark. It needs a reason to move from simple avoidance to genuine innovation. These catalysts appear when a family's survival is at stake, when a complex career goal demands a breakthrough, or when the weight of public doubt forces a person to find a better way. Stop viewing your desire for efficiency as a flaw. Instead, find a goal that truly matters to you, and let that purpose fuel your most ingeniously lazy self to work smarter than everyone else in the room.